EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will go as a touchback. They will begin things at the 25. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought down at the 20.
A gain of 3, second down.
A pickup of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
I can't believe they even let you play. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And wait, 0. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
At their own 43-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
47-yard line.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. 11, 20.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Left side here to Sanders. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw once more. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Detroit.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Seahawks nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
44-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
4.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Right there. 4 down, 4 down. 54 Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. Look for seconds. Check. Crunch.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
On the carry.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick.
Incomplete.
A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Got it. We got it. 51 to Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the 9.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First down.
Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down, Lions.
Here we go.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. D. Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for Sanders. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Marquise Blair on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up
on 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
On the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 6 from the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
The ball carrier.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
15-yard line.
And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Number 14.
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Back at the 18-yard line.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
He was covered by
the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Alert.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a throw here to his running back. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go. Stick! I got you.
I'm coming after you. 56.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, gun.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And the Lions.
Garoppolo on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Here's second and 10.
Hey, alert! 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 11.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Now it's Lockett. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
38-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Switch, switch. Gun. Go.
This is McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The tackle made.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
25-yard line.
12 yards there and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
56.
Wilson on 3rd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Lambo is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Garoppolo going to get this off to Mostert. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. picked by Tarvarius Moore.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 20, looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 45 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Now the try here for the point after. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Right there, 56.
Throwing again. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
For 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
check.
54. And it's one flip.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Seahawks 23.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Ayuk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. 180. 12.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Garoppolo again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
The Lions on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is third and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. Steps away to his left. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Brandon Ayuk. saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Left side complete to Lockett. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Now Wilson. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Seahawks 31. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Here we go.
They go play action with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Their own 28-yard line.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Mike, 51.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Go. Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Eric Armstead. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the shotgun, Wilson. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
That's good.
That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Buying time to his... And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions.
47. Seahawks 30.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Here we go. 1, Omaha.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, You just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go.
Play action. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
60. Seahawks 39. Tucker.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. And no, they can't connect on the pass, so that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now a desperate. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Seahawks 39.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another day.